And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Is anything coming through now? I can't believe this. Bet the info is good. Thanks, DA. I just did that for 10 minutes and nobody heard a word I said, huh? Is anybody hearing me now? Thanks, Seth. Give me 1 second. You hear now? Okay. I just switched over microphones. Man, what a pain. The gremlins got me today. All right, let's start that over. If you want to stick with me for a minute. Unbelievable. All right, here we go. Daily on the ES. Basically an inside day for stocks. Never tested either end. Let me get back to make sure these charts are up. Yeah, all right. I won't go through my opening spiel. We'll just go right into charts here. Basically an inside day for stocks. Never tested either end of yesterday's range. Volume was pretty flat. On paper, it appeared that this market had a lot of information to absorb, but was movement was pretty limited. All in, the ES was held to just a 50 handle range today and just a 35 handle range during regular trading hours. Here's our 4 hour. Not a whole lot happening here either. This head fake from yesterday was the most movement this market has seen this week. We're still trading in the lower end of this balance area from last week. And we've still yet to test last week's low right here. Here's our 30-minute. So we spent the entire day, including the overnight Globex session, trading inside value from yesterday. We put in a high overnight here. Right after the 8:30 Central Time opening bell, we actually traded both extremes of the regular trading hours range in the first half hour of the day, this 8:30 bar right here. Then it settled to a range and just drifted sideways for the rest of the day. Stay patient with this market because we're likely going to see some action tomorrow morning. Don't go jumping in overnight. That's my 2 cents there. Over to the crude oil. Here's our daily. We now have 3 consecutive lower closes in crude. We have these 3 moving averages converging on each other. These are the 50, 20, and 10-day moving averages. We saw some buyers step in right at our weekly kickoff low here at 86.50. Volume was light in the November contract, most likely due to Monday's roll, and it's possible that this slow stochastic oscillator is rolling over and starting to signal some weakness. But that has yet to be determined. Here's our 4-hour chart. Consolidation going into the open this morning. Followed by a test of weekly kickoff low, which lines up nicely with these previous areas of congestion, this little high from October 4th there, and this high from back here on September 21st. This will be this area here, this 86.50 line, our weekly kickoff low. This is going to be our inflection point for the rest of the week. There's our 30-minute. Overall, we did get some nice movement in crude today. We spent the bulk of the overnight session inside yesterday's range, even testing the lower end of this gap here. But never really breaking through it. From there, we just kind of fell out of bed right after the PPI report was released. Selling pressure continued until we hit this 86.50 weekly kickoff low level. We saw some buyers step in and sort of level things off for the rest of the day. If we can test today's lows overnight, maybe put in a new low, then open back above weekly kickoff low, I might start looking for a low-risk long entry tomorrow. But overall, like I always say, pullbacks are healthy for rallies. There is some opportunity in this market right now, some low risk opportunity. Here is our NASDAQ chart. Here's the daily. Again, today, same as ES, basically an inside day for stocks. Never tested either end of yesterday's range. Volume's light, maybe a little better than the ES. All in, NASDAQ was held to just a 170 point range today. So pretty nothing day here. Here's our 4-hour. Again, not a whole lot happening. At the risk of sounding redundant, all we have is this head fake from yesterday. That's it for the week. Market is in balance right now, waiting for some type of news for a breakout. Here's our 30-minute. Okay, so again, same as the ES. We spent the entire day, including the overnight Globex session, trading inside of value from yesterday. We put in a high overnight and a low right after the 8:30 Central Time bell. Traded both extremes with regular trading hours in the first half hour in this 8:30 bar right here. Before settling into that range, just drifting sideways for the rest of the day. Textbook inside day. Stay patient with this market. We're going to see some action tomorrow morning, I think. Last but not least, here is the gold. We broke that downside streak in gold today with this little pop. Prices never broke out of yesterday's range, so it was still an inside day. But a higher close nonetheless. Volume was pretty weak too. Our slow stochastic oscillator down here, still signaling weakness right now too. And we're trading well below these shorter term moving averages right here. Here's our 4 hour. This almost looks like prices are forming a minor rounded bottom here. Possibly. We still need to push through this 20 period moving average, but volume has been drying up as prices have been falling too. This almost looks like, well, we're still trading in line with these two previous areas of balance going back to early September. And we're inside that 1685 to 1660 range that I mentioned earlier this week. Let's take a look at the profiles here. Here's our 30-minute. Again, prices never traded outside of yesterday's value during regular trading hours. We put in a low and a high during the overnight session that were never tested. Then we got this late spike here sort of after regular trading hours ended. There might be a little strength coming back into this market. But like I said, volume has been so low it has me feeling a little standoffish right now. Looking back to our daily chart, downside structure to this market is still intact. So a test of the 10 or 20 day moving average might be a solid low risk area to get short. Maybe later this week or early next week. I'll be keeping an eye on that, maybe even tomorrow morning. With that, now we'll go back to the chat. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. The same thing happened to me on a Monday morning, if you remember. Sometimes I get the tech gremlins over here too. Let's switch this back over. So, if that's it, stick around after this. We're dropping a brand new funded trader interview as soon as I close out of here. Our man Eddie Horn sat down with Victor from New York City to talk about his trading style and his experience with Top Up so far. I have not seen it yet, but I'm going to stay and watch. Should be a good one. They usually are. Also, I did hear from Hogue earlier today. He's not quite ready to come back yet, so I will be here again tomorrow morning for the market forecast. And as a reminder, there is no market recap on Thursday because we record the Limit Up podcast. But you're more than welcome to sit in and join on that conversation as well. We do it live on YouTube at 3 o'clock Central Time every Thursday. So with that, if there's not anything else, I just ran through that twice, and I saw somebody comment, my voice is going to be a little sore, and it is. What you talking about, Willis? Thanks, Seth. Everybody else that stuck around and joined me for 2 sessions today, I appreciate your patience, and have a great evening, everyone. We will see you bright and early tomorrow morning on the market forecast. Good night.